Saturday, the 13th of January 2024. I'm going to have a gentle stroll around Todd Park, which is in Oceanside, Southern California. Despite it being January, it is a sunny, warm day at just gone 3:30 in the afternoon. Some children in the distance playing some ball games. People with their dogs enjoying the sunshine. It's a very well kept park, this one. No cafe, but there are toilets in the middle of the park. Okay, I shall pause for a moment and take it up as we make more progress in the park. Some magnificent trees in this park as well. Obviously some form of palm tree cut across the grass here. And here you've got an option of an inner circle or an outer circle. So I'll take the outer circle. Okay. Some of the very, very tall trees here too. Okay, I'll pause momentarily as I continue on the outer circuit. Over here on the grassed area, we've got various picnic tables and barbecue pits, as well as, I believe, there are some drinking fountains too. Even in the shade, it is nice and warm today. Okay, we shall pause for a moment. Further along into the park on the left hand side we have a beach volleyball pit which is filled with sand, and it's got like the tennis net in the middle. I have seen them playing there before, but obviously not today. Seasons are different here as they don't effectively have a winter. It does get chilly in the evening, but in Southern California seldom goes close to freezing. So if you're in Fahrenheit, it probably goes to about 34, 35, but during the day it will be up to 70 and above. If you're measuring in Fahrenheit, it'll probably be about 2 degrees at night, and during the day maybe 20, 21. And we've all heard about the hills in California. That's a residential side road which when I entered the park was at about the same level. Now I wouldn't even like to judge how far that is below us. Some considerable distance. Okay, momentarily pause. Quite a fascinating pair of trees there, multi-trunks. Well, it looks to be multi-trunks. They all look as though they're joined together. Okay, continue on the outer circuit. There's a gathering over there of some description. Because the weather is so nice, they very often have outdoor parties here, and I've even seen wedding receptions taking place. I think they actually get married in the actual parks out here. Okay, momentarily pause. You can see the hill in the distance, which gives you an example of the steepness of them. See if I can zoom in. I have driven up that hill. It is a fairly steep one, though you don't notice it much in the car. It's a peaceful, well-kept park, this one. Shame there's no cafe. Momentarily pause. One of the few trees that you see in the park that has lost all its leaves. As I say, because of the weather here, you don't notice the seasons. It's lovely and warm and sunny today, but of course the days are short, and I think most of nature, whilst we think it goes on the warmth, I think a lot of it is dependent on the daylight hours. Now, I'm not sure if you can see in the distance, but where that glare is between the trees is actually the Pacific Ocean. It's not obvious from here, but where the sky ends, you've got a little bit of, yeah, you can just about see the blue, I think, but that is the Pacific Ocean, and then the dark bit is obviously the land. A bit glary in the sun. I'll temporarily pause. Another view of that steep uphill road. That's a dual carriageway type road. Goes down to the coast. They actually supply doggy poo bags here. Very nice children's playground too in the middle of the park. More picnic areas and barbecue pits. Okay, temporarily pause. This is quite an impressive tree too. So much greenery around here. But having said that, Southern California is very built up. In certain parts, each of the dwellings have quite a bit of their own land, reasonable gardens, got garages, so it's not quite as compact as UK, but guess it is in the cities, like all cities. There's the children's playground. I'll zoom in a little bit, but for obvious reasons I won't go in there and video. They're all having a good time in there. Okay, I'll just meander down this reasonably steep slope. Almost at the bottom of the hill. Now I'll climb up the other side. It's rather a nice looking tree as well. Quite glary the screen now. The glare has gone. I can see now what I'm videoing. Nearly at the top. And again, we have some barbecue pits and a picnic table. Okay, I'll go back on circuit now, back to the beginning of the park. Shall pause for a moment. Another pretty impressive tree. Just going to walk along here. There's an information obelisk, if that is the correct word, about the park. I understand the park was actually donated by a benefactor many years ago to the state, not the state, the local area. This doesn't make any mention of that, but quite interesting nevertheless. You can obviously pause the video if you want to read this. Then we go further down. Gold Star mothers and fathers are those whose children have lost their lives in the war, via the military, of course. Okay, continue on the circuit. Shall pause for a moment. car park area and public toilets over there. Quite a considerable car park, and it's fairly busy today due to the lovely weather. Another section of the car park. And we shall end the video by this wood carving of a bear, which is the symbol of California. At that point, I shall end.